Hey everyone, welcome back to the workshop. Artisan Pirate here, and in today's fun project video we're going to be back over on the longer Ray 5 20 watt diode laser engraver. You can see it right here in its enclosure. I've already got the Lightburn software loaded up that I like to use with laser engraving. That is that white screen that's lit up on the laptop behind me. Of course, my laser engraver is in an enclosure, so always please keep that in mind if you're going to be doing a lot of laser engraving. Today's fun project is going to be a miniature trophy design. Now this is a file I picked up off of the Etsy website, and it was around $3 or $4 as US currency, so please keep that in mind wherever you're at in this big wide world we live in. But the design is really cool and very versatile, which is one thing I'm starting to really love about laser engraving, kind of like with scroll saw woodworking, but really cool. It's made entirely of 1/4 inch material. It has a nice little pedestal base, and then a name badge will go on the front, and then this shield design here is the main bulk of the work over on the laser engraver, so it'll be engraved and everything. This one here was made for a friend, but I don't want to turn it around and spoil the surprise for them, so I'm just showing you the back of it. But this is what we're going to be making, and it has a nice tabbed and slotted design, so everything goes together smoothly once you get everything made over on the laser. For me personally, over on my 20 watt laser, it takes around 1 hour and 15 minutes to do all of the work for one of these trophies, and that might vary a little bit depending on how much detail is on the board piece here. So please keep that in mind. If you have a lower wattage laser, if you have a more powerful laser, it might take a little bit longer or a little less time to make one of these if you want to. But as soon as I got the file, I seen a plethora of possibilities, to make unique designs, and I started batching these out. As a matter of fact, you can see here where I've already made like 5 or 6 of them out of 1/4 inch material. But the original file I picked up was supposed to be made out of 3mm craft plywood, the basic stuff that goes over on laser engraving. I just enlarged the file to accept 1/4 inch slots and tabs, and I think they look a little bit more sturdy and bulky made out of the 1/4 inch material. But the original file had World's Best Grandma on it, or another possibility, World's Best Grandpa. Now indeed they would be great gifts to make for Grandparents' Day and things like that. I've never even made one like that. As soon as I seen this design, I started dropping different company logos in it that I know and I'm happy to support, and I made 5 or 6 of these, as I said, as you've already seen the scrap wood, and I just gave them away, just really testing the possibility of what this could be made with, and just all of the uniqueness for it. But in today's video, I want to make one of these and document it on camera, and I want to do it to celebrate a special occasion, a milestone event for this YouTube channel here. And it actually happened last October, I think, so last fall, and I'm just getting around to properly celebrating it. Hey, I do get some stuff every now and then. This is the 1/4 inch material we're going to be using. It is more of that stuff that's really good over here on the laser. It cuts extremely well. It engraves extremely well. We will, of course, go and pre-sand it before loading it into the laser bed and over on the magnets and everything. And since all that's left to do is go grab our UV goggles and get the air filtration unit turned on, let's do that now. And we will begin by pre-sanding our 1/4 inch material with 180 grit clean spore woodworking shop sandpaper with the vibrating palm sander here. After it is sanded, it will be ready to load into the laser bed, and I will hold it in place with a few magnets on the honeycomb spoil board, and then I will frame out the project a couple times, being sure to maximize the material we are using. And then once I turn the GoPro on and zip up the enclosure, we can hit start and get started. And you guys know this is traditionally my view when I'm watching the laser do its job. The orange translucent material here allows me to safely peer in and keep an eye on the laser while it is working. But this is also why I like putting the GoPro inside the enclosure for these internal shots here. And the main bulk of the work on today's project is actual laser engraving, and that's what the laser is doing now. With this simple back and forth motion, it is engraving the image we designed in Lightburn onto the wood. And obviously the footage is sped up, but for engraving here I used a speed of 3200, power of 28%, one pass with air assist on. And again, it took the biggest part of today to do the engraving, and then it will go back and cut out all of the individual pieces. but engraving is still a vast part of the laser process. And while it was working, I kept checking on it periodically, making sure the file was running properly. Again, a laser with the nature of it is never a tool that you ever leave unattended. But I was doing other stuff out in the workshop. And just because I have introduced laser content on the channel, it does not mean that I will ever go away from scroll saw woodworking. Scroll saw woodworking is what I am primarily known for, as you can see here on the scroll saw display wall out in the workshop, and is still the tool that I enjoy using the most. But back inside the enclosure here, all of the engraving is almost done, and it probably took 50 minutes to do all of the engraving, but then you will see the laser slow down, and that will mean it is cutting out all of the individual pieces. And for actual laser cutting, I used a much slower speed of 300, power of 89%, one pass with air assist on. And I'm very happy that this 20-watt laser can cut through quarter-inch material like this with one single pass, precisely and cleanly. And the enclosure that it's in is doing a great job of keeping all of the smoke and fumes enclosed and piping them out of the back of the workshop. And one thing I like to do after the laser is done with its job, I will let it sit and idle for around 5 minutes to make sure all of those fumes are properly extracted. But when I'm confident they are, I will unzip the laser and I'll turn off the GoPro and collect all of our pieces here. You can see they all fell cleanly out where they were laser cut. And then we can go straight into assembly. And since I've made several of these already off camera, I know how they go together without having to look at a picture, but we will assemble it with medium grade CA glue and activator. And after I am confident that the glue is cured, we will add a splash of color to the pedestal piece here with this new dark stain I picked up from Minwax. And it is a very dark color, which I hope complements the lighter wood that was engraved on. But I will hang it on a hook and let it dry for around 30 minutes. And when it was dry to the touch, I glued on the faceplate and the shield piece. And for today's video, the project was complete. And here we have the completed trophy, laser cut completely from start to finish over on the longer Ray 5 20-watt diode laser, and it finished up amazingly well. Keep in mind, since this is going to be a personal piece just for me and it's going to live out here in the workshop, I'm not even going to apply a finish to it, if that makes any sense. I've just made this to be a desk sitter and a conversation piece out here in the workshop. But if I ever got an order or a request to make a bunch of these, you know, for unique one-of-a-kind trophies, I would of course go the extra mile and put a proper finish on everything. But everything still finished up amazingly well. It took my 20-watt diode laser around an hour and 15 minutes to do the project from start to finish. You guys seen the project with the included interior footage from the GoPro, and everything came out nice and crisp. And keep in mind, the bulk of the work on today's video is the engraving of the faceplate and nameplate here, and then it quickly laser cuts the pedestal piece and then the outside perimeter line very quickly. So really cool. Again, if you have a more powerful laser or a lower wattage laser, it might take even more time or even less time, you know, with different types of passes to achieve the results that I have here today. Lasers are just something you have to play around and prototype with. And now that it's completely done, you can see the occasion that I am celebrating that I actually achieved last year, October 29th of 2023 to be precise. It says Artisan Pirate celebrating 1 million YouTube views. So for the lifetime of the channel you are viewing, there has been 1 million people click on a video and watch it, and I'm so blessed and thankful for that. I am so humbled and happy, and again thankful to be doing what I'm doing, and I thank you guys for following along and tuning in. When I crossed 1 million views, that really inspired me to bring even more creative designs to this channel and this platform, whether it be laser projects such as this, and primarily scroll saw woodworking projects, which of course I am primarily known for. But I thank each and every one of you. It happened right around Halloween last year, and I believe I had actually came in dressed up as the pirate. You know, I was getting that tattered pirate clothes, the wig and everything off, and I had got a shower, and when I got out and checked my phone, you know, it had said, hey, congratulations on reaching this. And I wanted to properly celebrate it, and I never found a way to until I seen this file here. And again, it's a creative design. You don't have to do what I've done here. You can easily pull all the graphics off here and drop your own milestone achievements onto it. Again, it was originally a World's Best Grandparents Trophy when we downloaded it and bought it from the Etsy website. So please keep that in mind, the uniqueness and versatility of laser engravers everywhere. But again, it is made out of the basic 1/4 inch material that I pick up that's readily available at the lumber yard down the road, and I stained the base, the pedestal, with a very dark Minwax wood stain to hopefully make the base plate and the face plate here the standout features and what really catches the eye. So really, really cool. And if you have a powerful enough laser, you can of course go in and make this out of exotic or hardwoods. You could mill down some dark walnut. I think that would be appropriate for the base to 1/4 inch in thickness, and then maybe do the face plate out of a lighter wood like poplar, or maybe even oak would work if you had a laser powerful enough to cut that out. I know some CO2 lasers are capable of doing that nowadays. They are becoming so affordable for the weekend or hobby woodworker, and for them to be able to make amazing and creative designs such as this. But I'm really happy with this. My logo came out nice and crisp. The quote came out good, and the faceplate came out good with the date there. Everything here was dropped into the Lightburn software. Keep in mind that's what I like to primarily use. And now we have a trophy to celebrate 1 million total lifetime views on the Artisan Pirate YouTube channel. Once again, I thank you guys for following along. I am blessed and humbled by it. You have no idea how much it encourages me when you guys reach out to me and ask questions on my social medias, the email feeds, or through messengers and all. I love interacting with you guys, because without you guys, I wouldn't be where I am on this platform today. So thank you all from the bottom of my heart. And I just wanted something out here to represent that achievement out here in the workshop. But hopefully in today's video, you guys picked up a tip or tidbit along the way. If you're new to the channel, hopefully you'll also click that subscribe button, and also follow me across all my social media feeds under the Artisan Pirate name. As always, links to contact me as well as all my social medias will always be linked down in the description box below these videos. That's about all for this one, and remember guys, if I can make it or do it, so can you. I'm the Artisan Pirate. Take care, and I'll see you guys real soon.